That is my sigh of disappointment. So, there was a Steam sale recently for Alien Breed Impact, right? You get 2 copies of Alien Breed for about $11. That was 63% off. So, me being the good person that I am, I bought that. 1 copy for me, 1 copy for my friend Chris, aka Cd2220. And we decide to go co-op it together. So, we start up the game. What I first realized was that there is no co-op story mode. There is only a mode called Co-op Assault, which only has 3 maps. Automatically, I was in disappointment, because one of the bullet points of the game was that it has online co-op. I'm here thinking that it has co-op story. So I'm like, alright, whatever. You know, I got it on a sale, you know, it's alright. It's only $11. So I go on to set up a match, and CD joins in. We start playing the game. We notice a lot of faults, but you know, we were like, we'll give it a chance, we'll give it a chance, you know, whatever. So we go on to play single player by ourselves. The story is non-existent. The story is told in a comic book style way with some voice dialogue involved. Now, the voice actors suck. They are absolutely monotone, no change in volume, nothing. There's no emotion behind it at all. The main character sounds like this. You almost got killed. We almost died there. You can't be serious. Are there any survivors? What is happening? Exactly like that. There's nothing to say about it. The voice dialogue sucks. So I go on to play the game, single player, and automatically I'm struggling. I'm struggling with the controls on the goddamn keyboard. The keyboard controls suck. I'm so thankful that you could change them, but they suck. Because it's like my hands are like cramped in a schizophrenic motion trying to maneuver around. Then when I try to use a controller, the precision analog sticks that are on my controller aren't working. I could move around just fine, but I could only twitch on the left side. I can't even move to the right side. I can't look to the right at all. Period. So, that's it for the controls. I have to use the struggling keyboard controls here. I'm going to start off by saying that the gameplay is very 90s style. And I understand that this is a remake from a very old PC game, but if it's going to be a remake, they should at least update it to current level of game design. The shooting in this game does not feel like I'm hitting the actual alien until it's dead. I can't tell if I'm really shooting at it, if it's really hitting at it. It's not visually displayable. It just blows my mind how bad the shooting mechanics are in this game. The auto-saving does not work, period. It sucks. It blows. Don't even bother. You have to manually save at a Intech station, which is also where you buy ammunition, upgrades to weapons, and other weapons. The main problem I have with the game, besides the controls, is that you have to press the spacebar to pick up anything. That could either be credits, a key that's on the floor, looting a person's corpse, which is understandable, but otherwise it's still redundant. It's just a horrible system. At least in Legend of Zelda, which is back in 1985, you can pick up hearts or money without having to press a button. You just automatically go to it and pick it up. Another problem I'm having with the game is that it's pretty slow paced. You walk around, you're shooting. You have an option to run, but the running option sucks because when you're running, you can only shoot in that direction that you're running. You can't shoot around, which is annoying, especially when you have multiple enemies on the screen with you. The enemy AI behavior is completely brain dead. All the aliens ever do is charge at you and try to take out as much health as they can. This gets old really, really quick. And to think that this game costs $15 regular price is so mind-blowing. The gameplay is extremely outdated. The entire level design is based on picking up keys, going to computers, and just basic fetch quests. You go to this computer, you unlock something, you go to the next computer, or you go to the next key, and that's it. You're just fetching things, trying to get to the end game. And it sucks. It sucks a lot. Sometimes they'll change it up and leave you in a locked room for about a minute with a bunch of aliens coming at you. But even that's not fun, because all the aliens are going to do is try and crowd around you and kill you. That's it. On the plus side, The game does have extremely good graphics, and the audio is very well done. The music's well done. The sound effects are well done. But it can't cover the gameplay. This was one of those games that the graphics were the main point of the game, not the core gameplay. And the core gameplay just can't live up to today's standards at all. This was a complete waste of $11, and I think Chris could say the same. I find that the only way you could play this game is if you have a controller and you're going for straight single player action. Or if you just want mind redundant action or whatever, then go ahead, be my guest, buy this game. But it's just not worth it. It's not worth sale price, it's not worth regular price. In fact, this could have been Alien Swarm before Alien Swarm even came out. It would have been such a hit if it would have had an involving story, and if it would have had 4-player co-op through the story, not just free play with 2 players. This has so much potential, but Team 17 is just holding it back completely. Instead, all they're doing is repackaging an old game with updated graphics and updated audio. That's it. That's all they're doing. Even the so-called new additions from the original game, like the shop, are not even worth it at all, considering that you barely get enough money half the time to buy any upgrades for your weapons. And if you're playing on the hardest difficulty, you're basically screwed, because I can't tell if I'm getting hit or not until I have this blinking red bar to the side that's about 100 pixels tall and 32 pixels wide. My verdict for this game is a do not buy. It's totally not worth it, and I had such high anticipation for this game. I wanted it as soon as it came out. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yes, gotta get it. But I can't. There's no way I could recommend this game at all. Nothing. Your best bet is just to play Alien Swarm. I would actually recommend Alien Swarm, and it's a free game. It's a free game, and it's better than a $15 game that has to do with the same aspects. Killing aliens, top-down view, upgrades to weapons, all this other stuff. And it's sad. It's really sad. Team 17, I give you an epic fail, man. There's no way you can recover from this. I'm never buying any of your games ever again. And as a side note, I've never played the original Alien Breed. Ever in my entire life. So you'd figure at least I would give this a chance. And I did. And it sucks. Period.
Buddy, it's Chris, or CD if you're a Rage member here, giving a second opinion on Alien Breed Impact. Since Trivia already explained the gameplay, I'll get right to the point. Alien Breed is advertised as a co-op game, the problem being that they couldn't have done the co-op any worse than they did. It's just 3 missions separate from the main campaign that aren't really designed for 2 players, which is pretty much the only good reason to separate the single player and the co-op. And there really isn't enough going on to just satisfy 1 player, let alone 2. The single player is really a meh experience. There's not enough action besides the same aliens doing the same simple attack of trying to swarm you and send lots of them at you, which they're still simple to fight because all they do is charge at you. And all you do in every level is just get some key or get to some computer to open some door, stop some machine, something like that. Aside from all this, the controls are just terrible without a controller. Don't even bother with it without one. The only real pros to this game are the graphics and the music. Overall, I'd say this is definitely not a buy, and if you take nothing else from this review, just remember that it's not worth $20, and I'm not sure if I would even pirate it.